Hello, daughter. How are you?
Hey mom, I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So we missing granddaughter today, huh?
Um, I think she might be napping. There are some
Uh,
people over at the house. She had some friends come over. Her best friend from Florida came over, was in town.
oh,
So
okay.
she came over, Bree. And then Bree has a good friend from school from Tampa
Oh,
who
okay.
is originally from here, not far,
Oh,
like around
really?
the corner. So she came over and brought her friend. And
Oh,
then they
how
have
cool.
a mutual friend from high school who
Who
came.
was a mutual friend? Do I know her?
No, because I didn't know her. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I don't remember you. But I guess they went to high school together or middle school or
Yeah.
something. But yeah. So it was like
Oh,
five
yeah.
of
Well,
them. Yeah, it
well,
was
I
like
was gonna
five of
say
them in the basement. Huh?
it could have been a Japanese. So since
Should
she
have been
went
a
to
what?
school in Japan, a Japanese since she went to high school, part of her high school in
Oh,
Japan.
that's true. I'm
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about down in Virginia.
You talking about down in Virginia,
Down here
though?
in
Okay.
Virginia. Those people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing they didn't go out last night. She said we were all tired, but I'm guessing they were just maybe she was tired because she did have to drive Bree back down to Fredericksburg because Bree doesn't have a car here.
Okay.
She's in Tampa. So she
Oh,
probably just
okay.
tired. So I ain't heard from Gen Z this morning. Well, I did hear from her, but then I haven't seen her after that.
Okay. All
How are
right. Well,
you?
that's good. I'm doing good. I'm getting ready to meet up with the road kittens.
Yeah.
We're going to the Sabova Casino Resort since they now have their hotel.
Oh,
So we're going to go and stay. Julia goes enough that she can get free rooms
yes.
and free buffet. So we're gonna go
Oh,
over
so
there
y'all
and help
got the
her get some
meal?
stuff. Yeah, we're gonna go over and help her use up some of her coupons and some free stuff.
That's what it is.
Monday night, Sunday night, and Monday night. So
Oh,
we're
that's
gonna
that's
go
what you
through
got.
that. Hmm.
That's good. Free. I like a freebie. Now, how far is it? Where's the boba? I never heard
It's
of it.
probably about. I believe it's considered Hemet.
Oh, out that way.
Uh-huh. It's right off of the
Riverside
60.
County.
Yeah. No, is it right off the 60 or the 10 as you go through Marina Valley on the other side of Marina Valley?
Okay.
Somewhere down in there, but it's about maybe 40 minutes from
All
me.
right. Well, good luck.
10, 20. I know. I know. I just want to have some of your vibes when I go. When I go
Because
there.
I go expecting to win, and that's why I come back with coins.
Oh, okay then. That's it. That's the
Yeah,
key.
I go
I
expecting to
am.
win.
I'm
That's
going
what we do.
expecting too.
Oh, yes,
I'm
ma'am.
going expecting too. All right then.
No, yes, ma'am. You go
I'll get
expecting to
that
pick up your
together.
point.
Okay. And
Mhm.
pick up my coins. I'll get that together then.
Mhm.
Just when we get off of here, I'll be sure I spend some time and get that vibe going.
Get your mind right.
Expecting to win. Well,
Get you a Dr.
today,
Pepper and get your mind right.
get my, yes, exactly. Give me some brown liquor and get my mind. So today I was thinking because this has been in the news a lot, and because I intend for Deliberate Acts of Kindness to do some assistance, give some assistance with the different people that are going over and stuff. We're talking about the Haitian immigrants
Mm,
that are being treated differently, in my opinion, to other people of that's lacking melanin. So I just, and some of the things, one of the things specifically that just hurt my heart was to see them being chased by people on horseback, whether it was a whip, a rope, a extension cord, or whatever it was that they were using. Not heard of that being done to any other immigrants that attempt to come to flee harm to come to safety. So I'm just saying, it just seemed like there's being a different treatment with them than others. You know,
absolutely.
yeah, because I've heard that, and I don't have a problem with people coming in. And because I've heard that other people are being put up in hotels and being found apartments and sponsors for them to come in and
Other people
live.
like who? Mexicans?
the Afghanistans, the Afghans that are
Oh,
coming in, they're being, and then I'm sure, probably all of them are not, but a lot of them are. And I believe that maybe that's because the US or maybe the government feel that they are being more valuable to the United States than others, but
why?
they're not doing that same thing for the Haitian. I
Why?
have not heard. And I believe it's because of the color of their skin,
But why more valuable?
because of the color of their skin.
I mean,
That's
Afghanistan,
just
they
a
look like
mind, that's a
Haitians and black.
mindset. No, what I'm saying is a mindset. Sometimes people not aware to me. Sometimes people have done this so long because of the
Mhm.
color of a person's skin that they don't realize that they're doing it now when they do it sometimes. Sometimes they know exactly what they're doing. And sometimes they've done it so long it's habit now,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
It's just like when they see you there, sometimes those people would hate it in their hearts. They can be talking and laughing over here with one person and they look over here at you and see you and the whole thing just changes because of
Mm.
habit. That's habit. They don't know why. It's just habit.
You're right.
That's the way some of them have been brought up. So and I could be wrong, and I hope that I'm wrong, but I have not seen this type of treatment, chasing people on horseback with what seems to be a whip-like
It's the reins on the horse. The
on the horse,
reins on the
yes.
horse. That's what that is, the reins.
Okay.
You've ridden horseback and all that
Yeah.
stuff back in the day.
Mhm.
The reins, that's what they're using. It's not an additional thing they have. They don't
Okay.
have an additional whip. But you pull the reins, there's like this part
Yeah.
left. They're
Yeah.
using that. So they whip the horse, but then they're
Now
apparently
they're whipping.
the
Mhm.
people too. That's
So
what it appeared
whatever it
to
is,
look like.
whatever it is, it's a whip-like
It's a whip.
symbol.
It's a whip.
It's a whip-like symbol because you're whipping them, and we know we have a history of our people being whipped.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so why? That's all I want to say is
Yeah.
why. That ain't all I want to say, but that's what I want to say right now.
So I saw that as well, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, what is
Mhm.
this? But Mike, I have a question. So the earthquake struck and
Yes.
it displaced a lot of Haitians. The earthquake
Yes.
struck in Haiti. Their president was assassinated.
Yeah.
So there's just a whole lot of
Chaos.
chaos and what do you call it? Like upheaval. Just a lot
Upheaval, yeah.
going on there, right?
Yeah.
How did they get to, I'm geographically challenged, and I probably should have looked this up before our conversation. Haiti, where is that? Why are they coming into Texas? Is that close?
You know what? I'm not even sure why they're coming to Texas. And you and me both should have probably looked that up.
Look, I'm like that meme that be like,
huh?
That meme, he be like,
Oh, yeah. Actually, I didn't know they were coming to Texas until I read something recently saying that they were being expelled, being put out of Del Rio. So I'm not even sure why they chose Texas other than some of the other states between Hades and here in Hades or there in Hades.
it's Haiti's an island, right?
Haiti is an island, and in
So
fact,
how did they
it's
get to
right
Texas?
next to Punta Cana, where y'all just went.
Yeah, it's near Dominican Republic, which is why
Dominican
I'm like,
Republic is what I mean. Yeah.
why?
So, and you all were over there when the earthquake.
So we were
hit.
in yes, me and my sisters
you
were
were
in the Dominican Republic in
Yeah.
August when the earthquake struck. And I remember you contacted us like, hey, are y'all okay?
Yeah.
What's the deal? And we were like, what? Huh? Yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
feel anything.
So that's a question too. Why did the Dominican not get damaged when Haiti got damaged so badly, and they're right close to one another? And it's the infrastructure. There's no money going into them for them.
Well, we didn't feel nothing though. It's not
I
like
know
we
you didn't feel
felt
anything.
something and there just was no damage, but we didn't feel anything.
No, you didn't even feel anything. That's what I'm saying. That's my curiosity. And of our many followers, I would hope that somebody would
All 19 of them.
explain
Thank you
to
guys.
me, explain to me what's going on. and the other people that's gonna see this one, the new people that's gonna see, that's gonna be able to explain to me what's going on.
Mhm.
With my limited knowledge about it, the infrastructure in Haiti is awful. So that's why it damaged them so badly when they're right next to another island that you didn't even feel it. And so money's put into that island because there's a lot of tourism and they're making a lot of money, you know. So that's another difference in treatment of them. So, and now after all this, they're attempting to go somewhere for safety. And they're not saying that they're gonna go somewhere and just stay. They just need to go until things get back together at their home, in their home,
Mhm.
until maybe they get another government so things can get better. So
So they had a big earthquake in 2010, I believe it was.
I remember that.
I remember because my first time I had moved to DC and I was working at the State Department, and that job was in 2009, like the end of 2009. And the earthquake occurred on my birthday. So it was January
Oh,
12th. That's how I remember it.
mhm.
And I ended up as a State Department employee, I volunteered. So they needed help. And I volunteered to do this call center. And the call center was for like casualty reports and stuff like that. But it was more like, you know, they put the number up, like if you're missing a loved one or whatever, you call
Yes.
this number. And then we
Yeah.
would say whether or not that person reported in or, oh, they're fine, they're alive or whatever. So I would look at the system and see, and that earthquake was like a 7.0 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I think we lost
That
200
was,
some thousand people
wow.
in that one. And so they would call and say a name. I'd look up their name. And if their name wasn't in the section for, you know, accounted for, then I couldn't tell them this person was deceased. I had to
Oh, okay.
send them to somebody else who, like one of our officers at State
Mhm.
Department, maybe a foreign service officer or something. And I would have to put them on with them and I tell them to hold on. But I would look it up and I would not see them on there. And I knew that they were, or they would be on there, which meant they were on the deceased list. And I would transfer them and somebody had to tell them. So just thinking about that, when I heard about this earthquake in Haiti, it definitely made me think about 2010's earthquake that occurred and the help that I, you know, my little bit of help that I provided, but just the relief efforts and all that. And we poured a lot into Haiti. But
Yeah.
fast forward to now in 2021, the president was just assassinated. And then there's a little bit of, you know, it's a little bit of, they were like gonna charge their like, is it the prime minister? Or they're gonna try to like blame it on that person or something like that. So
Yeah.
it's there's some stuff going on there. And then this earthquake. So it really did hit them at like 10, you know, 12 years later, they still, 11 years later, they still weren't fully back to
Still
where they
weren't fully
were
back
when
there.
that other earthquake hit. So
Yeah.
then for this to hit. But my question is this. Well, the one question was, how the hell did they get to a point to where they can be in Texas? Did
I don't
somebody
know,
fly
but
them?
there's an article that they were talking to a gentleman. He said they've gone through 11 countries attempting to get help. You know, so I'm almost sure that some people have stayed in each of those countries. Been 7 countries, and I don't know how they're making it, you know, driving, whatever. And
Yeah.
so
Oh, you're breaking up. What's going on?
coming to the United States might have been all those different places. Oh, I'm breaking up.
Yeah, you
My
froze
internet
up a couple of times.
connection is unstable. That's what I'm getting. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, that's
But
what it
anyway, they
says.
said they've gone through 11 countries. So
11 countries trying to
11
get
countries,
help,
not states, but 11 countries.
trying to get help.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
they ended up in the US, somehow
Mm.
made their way to the US. Somebody else posted on social media, like, these people were on planes, like who's putting them on the planes and where are they sending them to, you know, this place or that place? Yeah, I'm very confused. I still have questions about how did they get to Texas, but I mean, either way, you're in Texas, but then they just let you go in Texas. So then you're crossing that. Is it the Rio Grande they're crossing or where are they
Border.
crossing?
Yeah, they're crossing that I don't know the name of it, but that, well, since they were in Del Rio encampments, they were in Del
Oh,
Rio encampments, and they're putting them out of there. Expulsion, they're putting them out.
Okay.
of
And
those
so they're
encampments.
walking across
Yeah.
this water and they're trying,
Mhm.
that's what I'm seeing, people walking across this little body of
Yes.
water. And it reminds me so much of Mexicans coming across the border.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah,
the
I
picture of the
remember that.
little boy or little
Mhm.
girl who was floating in the water? The
Yeah.
dad and the little girl or boy, it was it a boy or a girl? I think it was a
I
girl.
think it was a little girl.
And he put her in his shirt in the back
Mhm.
and tried to go across, and she
Yeah.
didn't make it. And there's
Yeah.
a picture of her. She just floated up at the
Yeah.
that it was on like Washington Post, New York Times on the cover. That's what
Mhm.
that makes me think of. And I've seen a couple of people with kids on their shoulders
Yeah.
coming across that water. I'm like, what is going on? Like, what the hell? Surely there's enough.
Yeah. And you know, not
Get
only
this
are they
together.
having to search for a place of safety, because along the way they're getting robbed and
The
all
Haitians?
kind of stuff. Yeah.
By
As they
who?
go along the
Each
way,
other?
by just people, it could be by just people that's going along. The guy that said that they had been through 11 countries was saying that, you know, he was getting robbed
Oh
and
no.
getting robbed and just different other stuff, you know, that was going on in their trek to get to somewhere safe. I don't totally understand it. And like I said, I intend to read up some more on it so I can talk more intelligently
Yeah.
about it. But
Yeah.
just what I see is, you know, it's just heartbreaking, heart-wrenching. And, but Mexico did say that they're gonna offer some residency to some of the Haitians.
Okay, that's excellent.
Yeah, it is. So how they determine who they offer it to, I don't know, but I imagine they can only offer so much or whatever. But I just see a different treatment from people of color. Well, Afghans are people of color too, but still, you know, I see a different treatment, and it's saddening that we still have that mentality. I understand the United States can't help everybody that want to come in, but we
But
can
they over here. Why are you trying to beat them with your reins and the whip?
Yeah, but we
Like,
can
what are
be
you
more
doing? We're trying to
humane.
send them back. That's like 8 people you're beating with the thing.
Yeah, we
It's
can be
thousands
more
of them, or
humane.
hundreds of them.
Yeah, it's hundreds of them. We can be a little more humane. That's my concern.
That's right. That's right.
Even if you can't let them in your home, well, you can kind of let them know, you can do it in a different way.
In the
I'm not
home
gonna-
of the US.
Yeah, I
That's
can't
right.
chase, I'm not gonna be chasing you with a horse and on a horse and with a rope or.
They went back to
or
1600.
something like that.
And there was one
They
guy,
did.
one of
They
those
did, and that's what bothered
DHS
me.
cops or whatever, Border Patrol, he was like, his face looked like this, and he had the whip, and he was like, and it just
Oh,
looked,
yeah,
I was like,
he
this
went
is
way back.
1600.
Yeah, his
That looked like
ancestors jumped up in
1600.
him. Yeah, his ancestors took over him and he just went way back.
Because what is that man doing with you? And it looked like he had a to-go bag with
Yeah,
like 3 meals in it. Like he looked like he had like 3 meals in there, like 3 little to-go situations. It was tied on top, like he went up here to Kenny's and had his bag. That's what it
yeah,
looked
so
like.
he can have something to eat, yeah.
That's what it looked like. And I'm like, what is that man armed with? Some shrimp fried rice
Mhm.
and some
And they beat him
plantain or
like that.
something in the bag? And you're whipping him with the reins of the horse?
Yeah,
Trying to get, not whipping him, but
whipping
it that way and threatening, and the horse is up and
Mhm.
like, I
Yeah,
didn't like that. But I do have one question, because I
that?
haven't heard from Madam Vice President about this at all.
Oh, really?
And I want to know where she is in this. And I know you watched The View, and I know they
Not often,
interviewed.
because I missed it the other day when she was on there.
Okay, so I was
But
going to
I'll
say,
have to
did
look it
they
over.
mention that?
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
have
you
to look
missed
at that one. I missed that one. That was the day they took the other 2 hosts off because they said they tested positive. for
Yeah.
COVID.
Because I need to see her step up and be like, what the hell, bruh? Like, no.
Yeah.
But I do
Yeah.
know that they did, or do it behind the scenes or something, but let me
Mhm.
feel like you doing something.
Yeah,
Not that the vice president has to step out and do something. There are, directors of the agency and that sort of thing.
but somebody
When
has
that
to step
directive comes
up and do
down,
something.
And as a
And
Black woman,
Mhm.
and you're a
Right.
VP, you hold the hell up.
Hold up, yeah, hold the
What is
hell
this?
up.
And look what this looks
Exactly,
like. Do you
exactly.
recall?
Wait a
Do
minute.
you recall last year or year before there was, and I don't remember what town it was in, but the mounted police had this man, he was handcuffed. It was a Black man and they were on horses. And they were
I'm not
walking
hearing your
into the
question
police
because it
station.
sounds
Do
a
you
little
remember that?
muddled.
Huh?
Remember, I couldn't understand your question because you were a little staticky.
Oh, you keep freezing up too.
It was probably on my end.
Mounted police, I forget what town it was in. They had handcuffed a man, but they had him on like he was handcuffed, but he was not on the horse, of course. He was walking. It was a Black man.
Mhm.
They had like the rope connected to the handcuffs and they were marching him to the police station. Do you remember
Yes,
that like a year or
yes.
2 years ago?
Yes.
And we
I
were
do.
like, what the hell? This looked like some slavery roundup. What the
Mhm.
hell? No, no,
Yeah.
no. That's what this reminded me of, DHS.
Yeah.
So I know they have like Mayorkas or whoever's in charge of DHS, secretary of, but, and you know, Madam Vice President is their boss. I don't know if she is shocked at
Mhm.
something down there, but I'd like to hear something from her as a woman of color to be like,
Yeah.
hold the hell up. What are you doing?
Mhm.
Put an end to that.
Exactly.
So
Right.
they did put a halt to all of the mounted officers.
That's good.
So there's no more mounted officers over there.
That's
Not
good.
like, no, like they abolished them, but they
No,
put
I
in,
know what you're saying.
like no more mounted officers for this situation or whatever.
I understand what you're saying. And I do know that I did see a clip of Jay Morrison. He's in Atlanta, someone that I follow, that he had gone to one of the places, I guess, where some of the Haitians are being kept. And he went to ask them, they were getting ready to bust them somewhere. And I don't know where they were getting ready to bust them to, because the lady he was asking never would answer, you know, his questions, all of his questions. And he asked her if they were free to talk or free to leave. And she was, well, I can't tell you, you know, one of those answers. I can't tell you, I'm just here.
Well, they all should be free to talk or free to
I'm
leave.
just here work. And so he asked them, were they being
Oh.
held against their, you know, against their will or whatever? And they were like roped off. You know, it was like a fence between him and the person he was talking
Because
to.
some of them did get deported. Oh, the people interviewing were roped off?
Yeah, the Jay Morrison was on this side of the fence, and the lady was on the other side, and or either she might have been on this side too, but it was a fence there where he couldn't just walk in. And he was it looked like to me that he wanted to maybe help some of them, but she was saying, I need to get him on the bus. I need to get him on the bus. And I can't answer all your questions and that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of stuff going on that we don't know and that we'll probably never know. And so I'm not sure if that, at that point, they were attempting to just get them out of there and take them back, deport them or whatever, because they're supposed to be stopping those, they're supposed to be stopping those flights or something where they're taking them back or something.
So,
and I'm glad they're stopping the people on the horse right now. Exactly.
yeah, there are no more mounted Border Patrol for DHS at this time. They've taken them off that duty or whatever because of this instance. Biden did speak out. Biden did speak.
Oh, did he?
He did ultimately speak about it, and he put a statement out, I guess. And he was like, this is like unfathomable, the images you saw and the videos you saw or whatever. Yeah.
Now here's a statement now here with the guy that said that they had been through 11 countries. He describes being robbed of what little he had by bandits, most likely members of violent drug and people smuggling gangs which operate in the region. He said some of the women were raped, although his wife managed to hide with the child when the gang appeared. He said migrant rights groups estimate that in Mexico alone, as many as 80% of migrants have been victimized, extorted, or abused on their journey, many of them by the police and the immigration authorities.
What?
Yes.
By the police and the
immigration authorities. This gentleman's name is Harvey Air. What is his name?
Mm.
Fitterson Harvey Air, something like that. Anyway,
That's
he
terrible.
said, yeah. So they're
So they're trying to make
afraid.
their way to safety.
And
And
this
it
is what
doesn't
happened.
sound like fellow Haitians robbing them based on what you just read.
It's
It
some
sounds
other
like
people,
in certain countries, it's like people
other
are
people
aware that
taking
these people are
advantage.
coming through
Mhm.
country, and they're taking advantage of it. What little they were able to get away with, because I saw people with just little bags. I saw a dude carrying Timberlands, and that's it. He had Timberlands, like, I'm just
That's
gonna
all
take my boots. That's all I
that's all
have. And
good.
somebody else had a
Mm.
bag or a backpack or
Mm.
whatever. This is just devastating. It's so sad. And I think that, like, when it comes to people of color, you're not treating them the same as
Right.
you would people coming from European nations and trying to get over
Exactly.
here. And it's not like they come in droves like that. You don't see it.
Yes.
Like, our borders aren't that close to where you can see them crossing the border, and there's a whole
Mhm.
bunch of white people, like Europeans, crossing the border, and you're like, what the heck? The white people are coming. These
Mhm.
Caucasians, are infiltrating the borders. You don't see it like that, but at the same damn time, if they go through the process or whatever it is to come over here, they're not getting that treatment.
No,
And
they're not.
that these Haitians are fleeing like corruption and stuff since the president was assassinated,
Mhm.
and there was an earthquake that
Right.
just demolished part of their country, and they're
Yeah.
trying to just get to safety. So for you to just be like, like, most of them, like, they don't want to come to America. They're like, I'm at
Exactly.
home.
They don't
They
want
just
to
like,
come
I'm
to
trying to
America.
get
They
me and
want to
my
be at
family
home.
to
They
safety.
want
They're
to be
not
at
like,
home.
I'm trying to, oh, here's my chance to get to America.
Mhm. No,
No.
most, but the majority of them don't want to.
Yeah.
So as you were saying about Europeans coming in, I believe that's probably planned that way, where so many come in, where it's not, you won't notice it. And next thing you know, here's a lot of them, or sometimes we don't even pay attention. We don't even ask them how long they've been here. They can't even speak the language, they still have the accent, and we don't ask them how long they've been here. We just keep working and just going with it. And it might be planned, and this could be a conspiracy theory,
Oh, conspiracy theory.
like we talked about last week, that it's planned. So we'll bring so many per month or so many per week, and nobody ever noticed. So you can come on in. But when, like you said, when a group of you are coming in, hundreds and thousands at a time, it's noticeable.
They're like, wait.
So
wait
that's a
minute.
no-no. Yeah, so that's a no-no. We don't want you here at that anyway. So we sure not gonna let that many come over at one time. But when something like this happened, as far as earthquake, hurricane, and stuff like that, you should look to see that some people, or you should know and be prepared that some people are going to be seeking safety. And it should be some means, or in that case, So there's another lady, she's in Oakland, that had gone to Haiti to check out what was going on. And she was saying that they needed blankets and tents, and of course, children clothes. So what she's looking for now is people that would sponsor some families. She's going to sponsor and have a mom and children come into her home, and some other people are going to get some children.
Oh, they're
And
doing
some
that.
other people. And then I talked with Baina in Atlanta, and she said there's some people there in Atlanta that are doing the same thing. They're letting people come into their home, and of course, for their safety, they might just get children, or they might just get a female, or a female with their children, and stuff like that. But some of them, they are doing stuff like that. And then another person that
Are
I
you
know,
gonna do it?
where are they gonna stay? Here? Is this apartment? Here, please. There's not enough room barely for me. But but anyway, I will cash app though real quickly. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I will, because I have another person that I know, he's married to a Haitian, and his wife is giving up blankets and tents. So delivered acts of kindness will probably send some blankets and tents.
I was gonna ask, is that
that way. And I would like for Amazon to just donate money or blankets and tents and just send it. Companies like
They
that,
might be,
Amazon,
they might be.
they could be, and that would be good to know. Amazon, Walmart, Target, all those different places.
Yeah, they
Notice
might
I didn't
be.
put an S on Target.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that would be one. I say, you notice I didn't put an S on Target. I didn't say
Oh,
Target.
nice.
I
You
said
said
Target.
Hades. You said Hades.
I did say Hades. I did say that, and then I corrected myself. I'm learning, but anyway, that's why I say people are going to be lifelong learners. There's no point in your life when you can say, I know everything. Not
I
one.
know it all. I don't need to know.
I know it all. I think I'll just stop right now. I know it all.
I'm good.
No time, no age, no time. But anyway, I just wanted to vent about that and just say I see that there's a difference and it shouldn't be. And it's sad that in this day and time, this year, that type of treatment, just so inhumane, is what happened, what happened to the humane treatment of everybody, even though you're not going to bring them into your home, just let them know in a kind way. Or maybe you can say, well, but so-and-so
Dignity,
down the road.
respect, humanity.
Dignity and respect. And just let them know, why don't you try here? Give some resources or something.
Mhm.
And I can't help you, but here's a bag of food
Yeah.
for you to take with you and some water as you travel to look for someplace, something. And I might be exaggerating a bit or whatever, but educate me somebody if I am. But
Right.
that's how I'm feeling.
That makes me feel, this could be a different topic, maybe, but that makes me feel like the whole Justice and Reform in Policing Act
Yeah,
that did not pass. It's at a stale now. Nothing happened after all this time. Nothing has happened. You
right.
cannot pass a Justice in Policing Act. You can't do that.
I know.
So now you got to start over, because what boggles me is that there are people in elected officials who are
Right.
saying basically, no, I don't want
No,
this type
exactly.
of justice in policing.
Exactly.
No, let them keep beating
Exactly.
unarmed Black people. So that makes me think of that. Like,
Mhm.
what are you gonna do about it? You talking about it? Like, we elected you. Be harder. Do something. Put it in a bill that they want. Say that infrastructure bill. Put it in with that infrastructure bill, because they want
Right.
this. They want this money and they want it to pass. Throw it in there. So this whole thing has to pass. The whole thing has to pass. I put it in there with it. That's the way
Like
that
they usually
45
do.
got stuff done. Like that's
like
how
they
he got
usually
his
do.
wall.
Exactly.
That's how they started building that wall, because he put it in with like our like right now we're looking at a continuing resolution. Like, every fiscal year, government agencies, we just kind of like wait around this time to see if they pass, a budget, if we get a budget or not, or if we can have a continuing resolution that takes us through the end of the year or 30 more days or whatever. So September 30th is the end. October 1st starts the new fiscal year. But right now, we're just kind of waiting to see if we're going to have, we're preparing is what we're doing. Here's what we're going to do. You're going to be like, the government shuts down, but we have essential employees, which means like me, a couple of people on my team who do payroll and that sort of thing. We're working. We got to keep people, we got to certify timesheets, validate them, all that stuff. But that's what we hired y'all, like electing you to do this work, like make it work, make it happen. This shouldn't happen every single year. And it does.
It shouldn't, and we know it does.
Every single year it happens. And we're in limbo. And we sit around wondering if we're going to be out of jobs for a week or 2 weeks.
Isn't that crazy? That's great. And it's coming up every year at the same time.
Every year this happens. Like there's a budget every single year. That's like people who be like, oh, yo, I'm finna send your birthday card. My birthday is the same day every single year. Why you knew that? Like, why you wait till the January 12th to be like, I'm gonna send you something? You gonna call me and wish me happy birthday and say, I'm finna send you something.
And I'm getting ready to send you something.
Why you didn't send it January 8th so it can be here by the 12th? Well, with USPS, send it on the 1st.
Yeah, you have to send it on the
God, October, September 30th is coming.
Yeah, exactly.
What are y'all doing in there?
Exactly.
What y'all doing?
It's crazy. And some of the laws, I believe, don't get passed because even though we hired them, the people to work for us, we're not paying them enough. There's other people and companies and corporations.
There it
that's paying
is.
them
There
more
it is.
to work for
That's
them.
it.
So that's what it is.
That's it right there.
So,
That's
you
it,
know,
and that's
and they
all.
go where the money is. Their
Where the money
goal, their
resides.
fight,
Where the money
their-
resides. Where the money
yes,
resides.
their fight goes where the money resides. So
That's
we can
exactly
see it
right.
now. Mhm.
Because if you
So,
think about like some of the wealthier people. I think about this from time to time. I'm like, this person's spouse is very wealthy. They've made, you look them up and you're like, they're worth $78 million.
mhm.
This person makes, $178,000, whatever it is in the Senate or in the House, whatever they're, something like that. But that's good money. That's a lot of
Very
money.
good. Yeah, it
But
is.
when you have somebody who's worth 78 million, that's your spouse. Like, what is it that you really are trying to do here? Are you trying to make laws that benefit your spouse's funds? Are you trying to make laws and, enforce these things that are going to ensure that your spouse doesn't have to pay taxes on that 78 million or whatever is going? So I know that some people are true public
Yes,
servants.
the answer is yes.
Right. And some of them, very few, are true public servants. I recognize that they're public servants.
Yes.
And they're like, I'm doing this for the people. This is what I've experienced, and this is what I'm trying to do. Like the parents, I think that kid's name is Jordan, and the mom who got elected as a representative because her son was listening to the music in the car, and that man shot into the car and killed him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Florida, Jordan, something
I
or
remember
something.
that time.
And she's a representative. I can't think of her name. People like that, and several parents who have done that. There's a handful of them actually as representatives because of that.
Because of that, yes.
And I know they're trying to change laws. Like, hell no, something has to be done because now this person didn't get charged because X, Y, and Z or whatever. And they're like, what? My kid was just listening to some music or whatever the case may be. I'm running for office so that I can change these laws. I get that. There are those people.
Exactly.
They're not multimillionaires. They're not wealthy. They're taking that salary and they're living off that salary.
Yeah.
Like AOC. She was a waitress. She's taking that salary. She's living off that salary, but she's doing the damn work.
Yes,
she's doing the work.
Doing the work. Yeah.
So the other people are like multimillionaires, and they've written books. They've had interviews that they charge for, and they get
speaking
engagements and stuff like that. What y'all doing? And you have like NRA paying you money to just not vote, to not vote against them and stuff. Anyway,
you're in the position so that you, to reach a goal that you have, your long-term goal.
Yeah. I guess that loops into like, these are people who are appointed to office, the heads of like DHS, secretaries of like Department of Homeland Security, who are running these institutions. Where like, let's take Mexico, for example, where they have those immigrants, all those migrants who came in, tried to cross the border, and how the treatment they had, and you couldn't find kids, and you still don't know where these kids are. They could be sex trafficked.
Exactly.
I know some people got called, and I knew a couple of people who were like, oh, we got called, or well, we knew of some people who were like, our friends got called in Alexandria to care for these migrant kids from Mexico to come over and to care for them in their home or whatever. I'm like, well, where are their parents? What's the deal? Like, did the parents come with them? So I know they were trying to do something. But when you say, I don't know where 600 kids are. I
know that's just sad.
That breaks my heart.
Yeah.
What are you doing to them? Where are they? So I think of the Haitians too, crossing over. First, you're going to beat their asses as they're trying to come over. They don't have anywhere else to go.
Exactly. Where
else are they going to go? And you're going to beat them and push them back, what? Into that water? What? Where are they going?
Exactly.
Where are they going? And who flew them over there?
I can't call
these other countries.
Yeah. How'd they get to
just buy tickets and be like, oh, I'm going to head to Dominican Republic right quick. That's not how that happened. I have questions. I have a lot of questions.
Yeah. And speaking of that, it was closer. Do you think many of them went to the Dominican Republic? Because I don't hear anything about that, but that's a tourist place. So no, you ain't probably not coming over here.
Probably not.
Yeah, you're not coming over here and mess this situation up.
Yeah, so I'm wondering, like,
I haven't heard. I mean, I stand to be corrected, but that's just how thinking, what's up?
No, I think you're right. I think you're right. I think you're right. I would agree with that.
Mhm.
But yeah, I want to hear more, and I want to hear more is
I
being
would too.
done. And I want to hear there's some changes. The changes started with, okay, the mounted officers are done.
Mhm.
Right. There's no more of that. But okay, I could be mixing this up. I don't think these are the Haitians. This could be the other. I don't know. This could be Mexican people in the overpass, under the overpass. Have you heard about that? Like they're under these overpasses and they have drones or whatever going around. You could just recording. And it says thousands of migrants are in this area. They were under the overpass. I was like, is that Haitians or are these Mexican?
Where,
Who are
what
these
area, what
people?
location is that?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm about to look that up and see, because I was
Okay.
like, wait, what's just happening?
But I'm gonna take this week and my intent is to read a little bit more up on it and stay on top of that so that I can know what's going on. I can know where the help is needed and see what Delivered Acts of Kindness can do to
Yeah,
help as much
Texas
as it
border
can.
town.
Oh, wow. So that's
This is
Texas.
Texas. I don't know if they're, it says why 15,000 immigrants ended up in one spot under the US-Mexico border.
Mm.
Yeah. You haven't been seeing that on the news, Mom?
Well, you know, I had to
Because I
stay
was
off
like,
the
wait,
news
what's
for a
going
while.
on? Why are these people? I was like, what's happening? Look,
Yeah, I had to stay off the news for a while, but
you see this?
oh man, I had not seen that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And they have.
Yeah, that's Del Rio.
Yeah, okay, that's where they're getting them out of.
Oh, it is Haitian. Look,
Mm-hmm.
that's it. 15,000.
But then my thing is, if we don't have places for them to live, what's wrong with them staying there?
Underneath.
Yeah, underneath until they look like a few of them have tents, provide them with
There was a
tents.
lot of tents, yeah.
Yeah, or something like that, and, you know, let them stay there until they can go back, but don't just send them back
To
without
nothing.
knowing that something, yeah, to nothing, or to harm. Don't just put them in harm's way,
Yeah.
but help them like that. Let's give you tents, maybe we'll put some security there or whatever.
Mhm.
You want to say, I don't think I.
Hi, I seen. Auntie loves you.
So he just grabbed the brush and kept on moving. I guess he wants to comb the dog. But anyway, yeah, well, what's wrong with that there? I mean, I don't know the area's weather or anything, but at least stay right there until we can do something. Maybe.
Where else you gonna go? You gonna push them
Yeah,
from there to
maybe we
where?
can pull a few of you out at a time and place you somewhere, but stay right there. I'm not gonna just
That's
come
right.
in and just bulldoze you and just haul you right on
That's
back
right.
into
That's
harm's
right.
way, you know. I might not be able to put you in an apartment building or a house or anything just yet, but we will provide you with some tents and some blankets and,
Yeah.
you know, some food. I'm sure there's
I don't
enough
know,
nonprofits
like,
there, so I don't get it either.
yeah, I don't
I don't know.
know. I don't like it. I don't know.
I'm just one little person, so I don't know, but I know one little person can get with another little person and we can say something. Because my intention is to call the local office, you know, my representative's office and ask what they're gonna be doing to help the Haitian,
I'll do it.
the Haitian people, yeah. So I think if we all make that call, maybe.
Oh, you know, I'll call.
Maybe we can show that we're concerned. It's like, if nobody shows their concern, then they won't do anything. But if people show their concern and enough concern, maybe they'll get to thinking, oh, these people are people that are concerned
That's
about
right.
them, that love
That's
them.
right.
Maybe we should do something if we want to be elected again, you know, and that's the
That's
thing.
good, Mom. You should.
Yeah, I am. I know the man. I met him and did I meet him? Karen and I went to go to the White House and we had to wait in his office until time came.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
so.
That's good. So you're senator.
Yeah, our senator.
Which
So
one?
anyway,
Who was it?
Calvert.
A representative.
He was a representative.
Okay, yeah.
So I met the man from Pachanga too, the guy that was over Pachanga. I told him that they owe me some money. that band of Indians. I say, oh, you know, y'all owe me.
You're like, I've been out there 50, 11 times and y'all owe me some
Y'all owe
food."
me money. I will send you an invoice. He was on the elevator with Karen and I. 'Cause I will be sending you an invoice, dude. But but anyway, that's my concern about it, and that's what I was thinking about today. I just wanted to vent on that, and if anybody else have any information because I might have been said something that wasn't totally correct,
Mhm.
just put it
Let
in
us
the
know.
comment so we
Yeah.
can learn.
Correct us, comment, school us.
Yes,
for
school
input.
us. But I will be paying more attention to that this week so I can stay up on and see what's going on and see where we can help.
Okay. Sounds
Very
good to
good.
me.
All right.
Good chat, good topic. Thank you, Mom.
Yes, very good. Okay, I'm about to get out of here just on time.